Alrighty, folks, welcome back. Hope you guys are doing good. We've got a bunch of news to look at today, so we are going to jump right into it. All right, as per usual, Mini GT up first. So we did get a new pre-order from them on August 25th, and this one's really nice. So we've got the Rough Roads Porsche little box set. It has the Volkswagen ID Buzz and also the Porsche 911 Dakar. That's and it comes with the trailer too. So that's actually going to be a little box set. So you get the two cars and the trailer. So I personally think that's really cool. And then we also have one of the F1 cars from um, oh wait, no, that's not the Senna collection. So that's a McLaren MP4/4. It's the number 11 car from the 1988 Japanese Grand Prix. The driver was Alain Prost. So that is really cool. I thought it was one of the Senna ones, but I was wrong. And then we also have another Mercedes-Benz 190E. That's the Evo 2 version. Number 37 from the 1995 Southeast Asia Touring Car Championship. A very obscure car. I looked for probably an hour and I was only able to find one picture of that actual car. Up next, they are bringing back the Liberty Walk Nissan GTR R35. Personally, it does look pretty good. It's got tire printing. It's nicely detailed, but why are we bringing this back? There's so many other things Mini GT could be doing. I don't know. It's kind of like how in the last news video they're bringing back the Liberty Walk Supra. It makes no sense to me. But anyways, we got the Lamborghini Revuelto in Viola 30th, so that nice purple matte color. And then we also have our first regular release of the Ford Mustang Mach 1. This one's the 1971 version. So yeah, very nice pre-order from Mini GT. And then up next, they did announce this little Senna collection. I don't think this is going to be a box set or anything. These are just going to be standalone models, but got some really cool stuff. So the one on the far left is a Tolman TG 184, number 19 car. Of course, all of these were driven by Ayrton Senna. This one was from the 1984 Monaco Grand Prix, he placed second. And then the number one Marlboro livery car is a McLaren MP4/6, and that's from the 1991 Japanese Grand Prix. He placed second. Next to that, the number 12 car is the McLaren MP4/4 from the 1988 Japanese Grand Prix. This is one of the races he won. And then the one on the far right, the yellow one, is a Lotus 99T number 12, and that one's from the 1987 Monaco Grand Prix, which he also won. So these look really good. Nice tire printing. Obviously, the two Marlboro ones are not going to have the actual Marlboro livery, and I think that yellow one is supposed to have camel on it as well. So it'd be really cool if they included decals, but I'm kind of doubting that they will. But anyways, very nice models there. Up next, Mini GT announced this collab with Cole. I don't know how to pronounce that, but they appear to be an aftermarket company. They do body kits, tuning, that kind of stuff. That's like Mini GT's bread and butter these days, I guess. But I'm very happy with these two prototype castings that they've announced. The Toyota Velfire is a super cool car. I haven't seen too much of the Alfred yet, but they look really cool. Of course, these are kind of be like tuned versions, as you can see, like in the top of the picture here, like slammed with like some nice wheels. But I do think it's cool that we're getting these this kind of stuff because this is like true JDM stuff. Like we don't get this stuff anywhere else. Like this is I think it's really cool. But yeah, so prototypes revealed for that. Super cool new collaboration. Up next, we got some new pre-orders from BBR models. We got these three right here. The Ferrari 12 Cilindri. This one's going to be in Rosso Imola. Super excited for that. I love the look of that car. Then we have the Ferrari 812 Competizione. This is the tailor-made version, so it's got like that cool um, like black, like almost marker drawn type look to it. Really cool. Excited for that. And then we have the Ferrari Daytona SP3 in matte black. So up next, Kaido House. Got a new pre-order from them. We've got a Honda Civic EF, Kaido Loop Spec V1 in a nice pink livery. That one actually is kind of cool. Then we've got a Chevy Silverado Kaido Intimidator V1. I do kind of like the livery on that. It looks like a vintage racing livery. And then Nissan Skyline GTR R33. And then we have a Nissan Silvia S13R Kiteworks V1. So that is a new casting right here, this S13. And the the hood comes off. You got like you got like some twin turbos in there. It's actually pretty cool. Not necessarily my cup of tea, but it is pretty cool. And then for this Nissan Skyline R33, they did make some revisions. So the original version shown on here on the bottom was kind of like a blue and red, and then they updated it to show that it's actually going to be more of like a purpley blue and an orange. At least that's what it looks like from the photos. So there is that. I can't remember if we showed this off in the last video, but they are dropping this, or I think they already dropped this limited edition um, pink and orange Kaido House, kind of like a throwback to the Jägermeister livery BMW M3. So there is that. Moving on to Tarmac Works. We did get a pre-order last month in August. Really nice pre-order, if you do ask me. I think some really cool castings in here. We've got the Porsche 911 GT3 Cup car. This is the 992 version. This is actually a new tooling. Um, Looks really good. I really like that green and black livery. Definitely picking that up. And then we got another new tooling. I'm really excited for this one. It's the Audi A4 Quattro. And I'm actually surprised that they're doing this in Hobby 64. I kind of figured they would do it in Global, but this thing is going to be so cool. Brake details. This particular one doesn't have any tire printing, but I looked at real photos of the car and I couldn't really tell if it had logos on the tires. If it does, it should be Dunlop. But yeah, we'll get into Hong Kong Toy Car Salon stuff later, but they're going to be doing several of these, so I'm super excited about that. Hopefully, they do some DTM Audis as well at some point. But then we have a Ferrari 488 GT3. Looks very nice. I don't know exactly what race that's from. I wish they would say on these little pre-order things, but then we've got another Hyundai i20N Rally 1 Hybrid. They've done, I think this is the second or third release of that. And then a Ford Escort RS Cosworth in the Mobile One livery, definitely picking that up. And yet another Ferrari F40 in red. I have two of them. I think this is the third one they released, so I'm probably going to skip that. But we also do have an Evangelion R Mitsubishi Fuso Canter hauler. So that'll go good for any of you guys that have some of these Evangelion cars. You can kind of use it as like a little diorama. It's got like clear windows on the side, so that is a pretty neat one. They also did announce that they are now working with Disney, which is a very big IP for Tarmac Works to collaborate with. I'm very happy for them because it seemed like this is something that Felix wanted to, kind of do for a long time. I'm not necessarily super interested in it. I don't dislike Disney. Like Disney is super cool, of course, but I don't feel the need to have Disney with my diecast, if that makes sense. But it is pretty cool. I'm happy for him. And let's get into the Hong Kong Toy Car Salon stuff. So we saw a lot of really cool things. We've got a Hobby 64 Plus Porsche 911 GT1 from 1996. It's got the opening rear hatch. Engine detail actually looks really good, so that is going to be really cool. Then we've also got some Porsche 928s over here, which is kind of a Porsche I don't really see get talked about very much, but you got the 928 S4, the 928 GTS, and the 928S, all from Tarmac Works, so those are going to be phenomenal. I love this like background they did for it too. That is so cool. Next up, we've got some Mercedes AMGs. We've got GT3 right here, and then also a GT4, which is pretty cool. And then in the background, I think I have a closer picture of that later. This one's already been released, but it looks like we've got some really cool little diorama racetrack things coming, which is actually kind of cool. I'm not a big diorama guy, but I might pick a couple of those up if they do release them. And then, of course, some more Audi R8s here. These are re-releases from some events last year. We've already seen those before. Right here, we've got some Panda Mazda MX-5s, so some nice little body kit Miatas. Those are really cool. I definitely dig the one with the headlights up. I might pick one of those up. We'll see. And then we've got another John Sabal R32. Looks like it's got some tarmac cards, which you guys know we don't really talk about much here. But yeah, R32 wide body HKS livery looks pretty good. Next up, some new Mercedes stuff from Tarmac Works. These are really cool. So we've got the Mercedes-Benz CLK 63 AMG Black Series, and then we also have the Mercedes-Benz AMG CLK GTR. I know a lot of people will probably say, oh, the pop race is so much better. Well, these are licensed. So, yeah, these are pretty cool in my opinion. But yeah, next up, a lot of new RWB stuff, and it looks like they're going to be improving their RWB like detail quite a bit. Um, so you've got the 930 on the left, and then the 993 on the right. And if you kind of look closely, you see there's like real accurate exhaust detail, because a lot of them have those crazy exhaust setups in the back, those huge wings and whatnot. They look pretty good. I'm not crazy about RWB, but they're not too bad. We already have seen this stuff, so we'll just kind of skim over it. We've got the Liberty Walk Sylvia S15s and the R35s looking pretty good so far. And then we also have, I think we've seen all of this stuff before too, but we've got the Toyota Soars right here. They're going to be doing some Vertex ones. Looks pretty good. And then some new student driver Honda Civics right here, some Type Rs. Next up, I think we've seen these before too, but it's the Toyota GR Yaris Rally 2. And then we've got some, these are the Ural S15s, I think. I'm pretty sure that's what those are. We have seen those before, but this was how we saw them a long time ago. So it looks like they haven't really done any work on them recently. But new casting here, I believe this is the 2000 GTR Nissan Skyline. They look pretty good there. Nice stock versions. And then Tarmac Works is going to be doing some stuff with ignition models. So we've got a couple models right here. There is the Supra, nice carbon fiber detailing and whatnot. And then we've got a midnight purple R34 there as well. New model right here, Citroen Type H. Not a car I know a lot about, but it looks really cool to me. So definitely going to be interesting to see that coming to fruition. And then, of course, some Schuko stuff right here as well. I think we've already gotten pre-orders for these, and we think we've already seen all these before, but they are pretty cool. Yeah, here's a close-up of these little racetrack diorama things again. And then we've got some rally stuff over here, the Peugeots, the 205 turbos. So those look awesome. Those are going to be Hobby 64 Plus with the opening rear hatches. So yeah, looking forward to those. And then here they are, the Audi A4 Quattros. Obviously, this one in the middle was put on pre-order, but we also have this one on the right, the DHL. This one looks complete, so this will probably go on pre-order pretty soon, I would imagine. And then we've got another, just like the metal casting part over here in another livery. So those all look really good so far. All right. So, okay. So this is what these are. The Urus Nissan Skyline ER34. So these are not the Silvias. Where are the Silvias at? I don't think those ever got released. Anyways. And then Mustang GTDs 2025 versions right there. Someone was asking me about that, if Mini GT was going to make these. But I think they are, but Tarmac Works for sure is right here, and they look pretty dang good. Here's some close-up photos of that Porsche 911 GT1 with the opening rear hatch, and then also some pictures of their anniversary party box set, the one with like the chrome cars. So looks pretty good. All right, up next, ignition model. So this one did go on pre-order. It's the purple Rotana RWB. It looks very detailed, very, very detailed. And from what I've seen, these are going on pre-order for around like $22 to $25 USD. So honestly, pretty good price for the amount of detail you get. So that is really cool to see. And then they were also at Hong Kong Toy Car Salon. So here's some photos of them. A lot of these photos are kind of blurry, but I do apologize for that. But got some nice ones here. We've seen these two are actually on pre-order already, but we did see some photos of the real versions. Then they're going to be giving us some top secret stuff as well. I am a little burnt out on top secret, but I mean, they are cool. Going to be super detailed, 100% legit. Can't say the same for some of these other brands, but we also did see these quite a while back, but they showed them off again. Couple Supras, they look good. And then here's some other stuff. Another Supra over here on the right, and that stealth gray top secret R32. All right, Trends Hobby. This is a new brand, of course. They kind of debuted at Hong Kong Toy Car Salon, um, but from what I'm seeing on their Instagram and whatnot, everything they put out is going to be a 100% licensed, super legit, and they've got some really cool stuff coming. So they're doing the Huracan GT3 Evo 2. Looks like some really cool liveries there. And we also have these McLaren Senna DTRs. I actually do think these went on pre-order. There's also a red one too. They went on pre-order. I think in the last news video we covered that. So I don't know when they're going to be released, but they did show off some samples. We got the new Toyota Land Cruiser, which honestly is really cool. I might pick up the blue one when it does release. And yeah, just a lot of cool stuff we're not really seeing from a lot of other brands. We've got the Porsche Cayenne Turbo GT Weissach. So that is super cool. Like that's like the top trim of the Cayenne, of course, and it's a pretty sick car in real life. And then we also have the Porsche Taycan Turbo GT Weissach package. So another super sick car. I'm really surprised Mini GT hasn't done some of this stuff. But here's some other photos of their castings and whatnot. So you've got the Huracan GT3 Evo 2 casting up here. It looks really good. I think those are photo etched metal wing supports. Really hoping they start doing tire printing on their race car. The event model that they put out did not, but I can kind of let that one slide because it is a test car. But yeah, we also Lamborghini Temerario prototype right here as well. So that's really cool to see. Lamborghini Urus, and then here's some of the Porsches on the right hand side. The Taycan, the Cayenne up there. What is this one right here? Is that the Carrera GT? I actually didn't even see that earlier. I think that's the Carrera GT, and then we've got some GT3R 911 GT3R right here too. Opening details on a lot of this stuff. Yeah, Trends Hobby is looking really promising, you guys. I do have the event model coming, so we will review that as soon as it lands. But yeah, I'm really excited for this brand. Great things. Up next, AR Box Almost Real did announce this BMW 3 Series box set. It comes with 8 cars ranging, I think, from every generation of 3 Series that they've done. So starting with the E21 and going all the way up to, I think it's that purple one, or maybe it's this gray one up here is the newest one, but it looks really good. 50 years, 7 generations, BMW 3 Series. Of course, these are officially licensed. I believe these are sold at BMW dealerships in China. And yeah, I'm gonna be completely honest with you guys. I ordered this like a week ago. I already have this coming. So it's weird how the pre-order announcement was like kind of after they released or like right when they released. But yeah, these are on the way to me. And the awesome thing about this box set is that none of these cars are M versions. These are all just the regular street versions. So that's really exciting because typically when diecast companies make any type of BMW, it's always like the top trim. So like the M3, the M4, the M5. We never see the street version. So I'm super hyped for this. And then they also released a box set for the BMW Isetta. Again, I apologize for the blurry photos. I can't find anything clear to put on here. But yeah, 3 colors of the Isetta. You got that blue, the yellow, and the red, or maybe it's orange. Really cool artwork on the box too. This actually is a photo of the actual box. So I might have to pick that up eventually. And then they also announced that they are doing, I've actually got to look at my notes for this one. This is the Hongqi CA7601 inspection limousine. So I'm assuming this is something they have for like royalty and whatnot in China. It's kind of a cool box set. Not something I'm super interested in, but it is kind of cool. And then AR, again, they're going to be releasing some BYD Yang Wang stuff. So on the left, you have the U9 sample right there, which my my buddy is telling me that they stole that design from Lamborghini. I don't know. I don't see it. I don't think that looks like a Lamborghini at all. But anyways, and then all the stuff on the right, those are the first 4 colors of their BYD U7. So the U9 and U7 coming from Almost Real, pretty cool. Next up, LCD models was at Hong Kong Toy Car Salon, and they showed off some really cool stuff. Most notably, well, there's also some Koenigseggs, but most notably this Zonda C12 is yeah, that's super cool. The wheels look amazing. They look really accurate to the real car. That's going to be awesome. And then we've seen a lot of this other stuff before, but you know, like they've got their Wyra R Evo or Wyra R. I think we've seen these Murcielagos already, but these look absolutely incredible. I think these are the best photos we've gotten so far. So shout outs to Premium 64. He's on Instagram. He posted a lot of photos from Hong Kong Toy Car Salon, so definitely go show him some love if you are on Instagram. But yeah, yellow and blue so far, carbon fiber bases, they look incredible. The wheels, oh my gosh, I can't wait for these. We've seen this before. Another McLaren Senna GTR, super nice. And then here's some really, really, really pixelated, blurry photos of their first Koenigsegg. So we have the CC850, and then we also have the Agera RS. Oh my gosh, I can't wait for these. And then here's some more photos. Obviously, a couple better close-up shots of those Koenigsegg's. I was kind of trolling with that last photo, but these look absolutely incredible. I'm so happy they're doing Koenigsegg. But yeah, there's also some other stuff too. So I think I don't know if they're in these photos. In fact, I don't think they are, but they also are doing the Pagani Huayra R Evo in 164 scale and the Pagani Zonda R in 164 scale. So those are going to be super nice as well. All right, moving on. Hobby Japan did announce some pre-orders for these Initial D cars. I don't know anything about Initial D. I know it's a pretty big IP. I've never watched it. Um, I just don't know anything about it. But pretty cool cars. You've got an Evo, you got some Mitsubishi Lancer, you got an Evo 4 and an Evo 3, and then you also have some Honda Civics. You got an EG6 and an EK9. They look pretty cool, nice packaging. And then up next for Hobby Japan, we've got some new pre-orders for the Toyota GR Yaris RZ High Performance, and this says it's the 2024 customized version. I don't know exactly what customized means, but it is a pretty nice looking casting. Lots of carbon fiber detail on it. You've got the hood, the roof, and the rear wing all looks to be carbon fiber, so pretty cool. And then they also did announce a pre-order for these Honda Preludes. It's the XXAB early version genuine optional wheels is what this says right here. So yeah, pretty cool. I definitely dig it. And then they were also at Hong Kong Toy Car Salon, so you've got some nice stuff from them. You've got some of the GR Yaris RZs right here. You've got some Honda Civics at the bottom. Whoops, Honda Civics at the bottom right there. This one's actually a Group A car, so that's going to be a rally version, which is going to be awesome. You've got the new Honda Preludes. You've got some Subarus down here. Um, some Mugen Civic Type R's. Just very cool stuff. Hobby Japan, they do what they do very well. Up next, Motor Helix. This is resin. This is not diecast, but I wanted to show them off anyways because it is 164 scale. They've got 3 colors of the Alfa Romeo Giulia GTA M. They look incredibly detailed, so if anyone's interested in some really nice resin versions of those, definitely look into these. And then Motor Helix also did show off a couple event models. So we've got one for the Vintage Diecast Expo in Hong Kong. This already happened. It was August 22nd through the 24th. And then they also are going to have one for the Diecast Expo 2025, which I believe is in Singapore. Yes, it says it right here. So that was on August 30th. I don't have a lot of pictures from what happened at these events because I think it was mostly brands that I don't support, like Inno64, Pop Race, CM, that kind of thing. But Motor Helix did do some stuff for them. And then I don't know if I think this was Hong Kong Toy Car Salon. Again, shout outs to Premium 64. I don't know what this is. I think this might be a Chinese car company. Somebody let me know what this is. It looks cool though. And then they also showed off a diecast sample of an Alfa Romeo 4C, which is really cool. I'm definitely interested in that. And then we've got a full carbon R34, looks pretty good. Mugen Honda Civic. I think this one's already on pre-order. I think this S2000 is too, but I like their like swappable pieces and whatnot. It's definitely very cool. Got an NSX-R right there as well. Kenwood, super cool. R35, which we have definitely seen a lot of these from them so far. And then a Spoon Honda S2000, which is pretty cool. So, yeah, definitely some nice stuff from Motor Helix. Definitely really been enjoying their brand lately. BMC up next, a couple new regular pre orders, which is they've been doing a lot of event models lately. But yeah, we've got the Toyota Corolla AE100 from the 1998 Malaysia International Circuit. And then we've got the Daihatsu Charade. It says winner of Class 3 Rally Monte Carlo 1988. This is the left-hand drive version, so very cool. And then they're also doing event. They also did an event model for the Singapore Diecast Expo. It's a chrome gold top secret Supra, which is really funny because they kind of made an announcement a while back, and they said they were done with this casting and they were not doing any more event models of it. And here they are doing another event model of this top secret Supra. So yeah, I don't know. I don't know. Fiber Run, another new brand. They so far are officially licensed and doing really nice models. They did announce this Subaru Forester STI for the Model Car Show Singapore, which I believe is the one that was on the 30th. So definitely pretty cool looking. Hopefully they'll release some of these as regulars. Up next, Sparky. I think this is the last brand for today's video. We've got another pre-order announcement for the AO Racing Rexy. This is the 911 GT3 RSR, I believe, because this is the one that races in Le Mans. Unfortunately, this one is still under the Sparky name, so we still have lackluster details, like no tire printing or anything. So yeah, I think this is one of the last like actual Sparky models before they switch to Spark. Now we have this one. This is a box set of the Porsche 911 GT1. I actually have this one coming as well. So this is they announced it and now it's released. I have these coming, so we will definitely do a video on that at some point. And then these went up for pre-order as well. I'm really excited for these. This is now under the Spark, so 1/64 scale Spark again. Porsche 911 Carrera RSR 3.0s. There is 6 of them, and they all look really cool. I definitely probably will end up getting all of these. I think I love these. They look awesome. Not all of them have tire printing, but I don't think all of them need tire printing. Like this one has Dunlop, this one doesn't. I think it just depends on the car, but they all look super, super nice. I like these a lot. The packaging is cool too. The boxes are nice and colorful. Oh, look at that Valent one. Yeah, definitely getting all these, I think. But they also announced some Super GT stuff for 1/64 scale. So you've got the Nissan Z GT500s, a few different versions of those. You've got these two right here, and then you also have this one on the left. And then we're also getting some Super GT stuff, but not the JDM. We're actually getting some of the European Super GT cars from them. So the Up Garage AMG GT3, which I thought Mini GT was going to do. And they still might. These are from the 2025 series, just to make that clear. So Mini GT might do them, but really happy to see this stuff coming from Spark. They look awesome. Tire printing, the decos look fantastic. So, and then here's the last ones. Even got a Porsche 911 GT3R Super GT. So that one's going to be a must-have. And yeah, these are super nice. So definitely going to be picking some of those up. But yeah, I believe that is the end. So that's it. That's all the news we got for now. Let me know if I missed anything. I feel like there was something I forgot, but I can't remember. If there is something I forgot, I'll try to throw it in the next news video we do, just to make sure we try to cover everything, or as much as we can at least. But yeah, lots of really cool stuff coming from these companies. So you guys will have to let me know what you think. As always, let me know what you think. We'll talk about it down in the comments. And yeah, thanks for watching. I'll catch you guys in the next one.